Hey guys, and welcome back to Glam by Shay. In this video I am going to show you how I fill in my eyebrows. So if you want to find out how I go from this eyebrow to this eyebrow, just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to say is that it's very important to have your eyebrows nicely groomed and waxed, and for that I like to go to Anastasia Brow Bar. And you can read all about it, my experience there, in my blog, glambyshay.com. I show you pictures and I tell you how it went. So definitely go there and check it out. I'll put a link down below. Now, let's get started with the products that we're going to use. Very basic products. We are going to start with a spoolie to make sure to brush the hair. A concealer. This one's by Makeup Forever. A concealing brush. A pomade by Anastasia. It's the Dip Brow in Ebony. And a angled brush. So it really doesn't matter if you use a pencil, a powder, or a pomade. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. The reason why I use the pomade is because I get a lot of coverage in the eyebrow with a little bit of product. So that little palette would last me for like a good 6 months, and it's waterproof, so I don't have to worry about my eyebrows coming off when I'm by the pool, the beach, or sweating. So let's get started with the tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Alright, so let's begin with brushing the eyebrow first, to make sure the hairs are all going in one direction. And next we're going to grab the dip brow, and like I said before, I only need just a little bit of it, and we are going to go ahead and start from right under here all the way down to the tail. So you want to draw like a line. And the front of the eyebrow should be the lightest part to make it look as natural as possible. And then you want to make sure you do little hair stroke like movements with the product. If you're using a pencil or if you're using a powder, you want to do the same thing. So I'm basically concentrating it where my eyebrows are sparse, and also the tail. That's where you want to make it as, you know, dark as possible. Not too dark, of course, but you know what I mean. And then as you're distributing the color, you want to make sure you're brushing through so that you're making sure the product is evenly distributed. You don't want to focus too much darkness like on here or there. So brushing with the spoolie really helps. So I feel like I achieved the desired fullness, maybe a little bit towards the end. There. Also, when picking a color, make sure it matches your root. So that's why for the longest I was using the dark brown, but it looked a little bit red in my eyebrows, so that's why I switched to ebony, even though it's really dark. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna grab my Makeup Forever concealer. I use this when I do my red lipstick and I want to perfect it, or when I want to cover some little hairs that are growing here in my eyebrows already, and I just got my eyebrows done already. And it also just makes it look a little bit more defined, and also on top as well. Sorry you guys, I'm like sweating over here, but you know my eyebrows are gonna stay in place. Alright. Okay, so this last step is optional. You don't have to do it. Like I mentioned before, the pomade is waterproof, so they're going to stay on. But if you're not using a waterproof product, you could use something like the clear waterproof gel, and this makes anything waterproof, your mascara, your eyebrow product. And I'm just going to grab the spoolie and put some of it on there to make sure they stay in place. Alright, so this is how my eyebrows look like after I fill them in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please make sure to leave any comments down below or questions, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Until next week, bye guys. Mwah.